The chosen one in the Quran's suffering is an unavoidable part of life, sparking deep questions about its role and God's influence within it. The Quran addresses suffering with care, focusing on how it relates to the faithful and the righteous. It conveys that while the righteous face trials, they possess the potential for greater understanding and closeness to Allah. This lesson will delve into how the Quran portrays suffering as a divine tool for guiding the righteous home, while the unrighteous confront the results of their own actions on earth while burning in hell. Together, we will explore the meanings of suffering, salvation, and the promise of paradise, the righteous and their trials. Trials faced by the righteous are a recurring and profound theme in the Quran, echoing throughout its verses and serving as a reminder of the challenges that believers encounter in their spiritual journeys. These experiences, often laden with hardship and adversity, present opportunities for individuals to deepen their faith and reconnect with Allah in meaningful ways. Rather than being viewed strictly as punitive measures, suffering can be interpreted as a valuable stepping stone towards spiritual elevation and personal growth. This perspective encourages believers to embrace their trials as integral parts of their faith journey, fostering resilience and a closer relationship with their Creator. Many believers find their faith not only tested, but ultimately strengthened during difficult times. A personal story often shared among communities of faith is that of individuals who, after experiencing the loss of a job, embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery. In these moments of uncertainty, they often rediscover their purpose, reevaluating their aspirations and goals in life. This newfound clarity can lead them to pursue new, fulfilling opportunities that align more closely with their values and passions. Such experiences illustrate how adversity can serve as a catalyst for positive change, prompting individuals to seek out paths that may have remained hidden in times of comfort. The Quran emphasizes this dynamic in Surah Al-Ankabut, 29:10-11. And among the people are some who say, "We believe in Allah." But when one of them is harmed for the cause of Allah, he considers the trial of the people as if it were the punishment of Allah. This poignant verse underscores that true belief is often tested during hardships, effectively separating genuine faith from superficial claims. It highlights the reality that while many may profess faith in Allah, the authenticity of that belief is revealed in moments of trial and tribulation. These experiences can serve to purify the heart, strengthen resolve, and foster a deeper understanding of the divine wisdom behind life's challenges. Moreover, the Quran frequently reassures believers that trials are not without purpose. They are often accompanied by divine wisdom and mercy. The faithful are reminded that enduring hardships can lead to greater rewards in both this life and the hereafter. This belief encourages a mindset of patience and perseverance, urging individuals to remain steadfast in their faith even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Through prayer, reflection, and community support, believers can navigate their trials with grace, ultimately emerging stronger and more enlightened in their spiritual journey. The divine purpose of suffering. The concept of divine purpose behind suffering bears multiple interpretations in Islamic thought, each providing a unique lens through which believers can understand their trials and tribulations. In the Islamic worldview, suffering is not merely a random occurrence or a punishment, but rather a profound aspect of life that can serve to protect the faithful and guide them towards spiritual salvation. Many scholars and theologians argue that enduring hardship can strengthen one's faith and resolve, ultimately leading to a deeper connection with Allah. The Quran reassures the righteous that they may be called home early as part of Allah's plan, sparing them more significant trials, thus framing death not as an end, but as a transition into a more profound existence. For instance, Surah Al-Imran 3:169-170 reveals, "Think not of those who have died in the way of Allah as dead. They are alive with their Lord, and they have provision." This powerful verse emphasizes that those who endure suffering, particularly in the pursuit of righteousness and justice, are not merely lost to the world, but are instead engaged in an important spiritual transition. This perspective suggests that death, especially in the context of martyrdom or sacrifice for a greater cause, serves a divine purpose that transcends earthly existence. It implies that the trials faced by believers are part of a larger, divine narrative that ultimately leads to their reward in the afterlife. The unrighteous and their journey, suffering also touches the lives of the unrighteous, a concept that resonates deeply within various religious and philosophical frameworks. While they may flourish temporarily, basking in the fruits of their ill-gotten gains and enjoying a facade of success without immediate repercussions, their actions are not without consequence. For instance, look at R. Kelly and Puff Daddy. These individuals often engage in behaviors that are unjust, deceitful, or exploitative, believing that their current state of prosperity shields them from accountability. However, the underlying principle of divine justice assures that their actions will not go unnoticed, and they will ultimately face the repercussions of their misdeeds. This theme is crucial in the Quran, illustrating that their eventual decline is inevitable. The narrative of divine accountability serves as a moral compass, reminding believers that the scales of justice will eventually balance, leading to the downfall of those who persist in wrongdoing. Libra. In Surah Al-Baqarah 2254, it states, "O you who have believed, do not consume one another's wealth unjustly or send it to the rulers." This verse serves a critical warning about the ultimate consequences awaiting wrongdoers idling materialist values, emphasizing the ethical imperative to engage in fair and just practices. The caution against unjust wealth accumulation and the encouragement of integrity in dealings highlight the importance of moral conduct in both personal and communal life. Recent trends indicate that approximately 70% of individuals engaging in unethical behavior do face repercussions eventually, either socially or in their careers. This statistic underscores the reality that while wrongful actions may yield short-term gains, they often lead to long-term ramifications, including loss of reputation, legal consequences, and personal isolation. The societal structure inherently seeks to uphold justice, and those who stray from ethical paths will find themselves confronted with the consequences of their choices. The karma-like cycle depicted in the Quran illustrates how the unrighteous may seem unpunished in the short term, enjoying their fleeting victories and materialistic successes. However, this apparent prosperity is deceptive, as it masks a deeper truth. They too are on a path leading to divine justice. The Quran presents a comprehensive view of life, where every action is accounted for, and the moral fabric of existence is interwoven with the principles of fairness and retribution. This understanding fosters a sense of hope and encourages individuals to remain steadfast in their faith and ethical commitments, knowing that divine justice will ultimately prevail. The narrative serves not only as a warning, but also as a source of reassurance for those who strive to live righteously amidst a world that often seems to reward the unjust. The role of patience and faith. Surah Al-Baqarah 2153 reassures those facing hardship with the powerful reminder, "Indeed, Allah is with the patient." This statement serves multiple purposes. It not only validates the struggles that individuals endure, but also affirms the divine companionship that envelops them during moments of adversity. The acknowledgement that Allah is present with the patient provides comfort and hope, encouraging believers to persevere even when faced with overwhelming challenges. Furthermore, research in psychology and mental health supports the notion that practicing patience can lead to significant improvements in mental well-being. Studies indicate that individuals who cultivate patience often experience lower levels of stress and anxiety, reinforcing the positive impact of unwavering faith on one's overall health. Through the practice of patience, believers can gain valuable insights that extend beyond their immediate circumstances. This endurance fosters a deeper connection with Allah, enabling them to comprehend that true triumph may arise from enduring challenges. The act of waiting and trusting in divine timing can transform the perception of suffering into a pathway for spiritual enlightenment. Each trial faced with patience can serve as a lesson, teaching resilience, empathy, and a profound understanding of the human experience. In this way, suffering is not merely an obstacle to be overcome, but rather a vital component of the believer's journey toward greater faith and reliance on Allah's infinite wisdom. The promise of paradise. In Surah Al-Naba 78:31-34, paradise is beautifully described with vivid imagery. Indeed, for the righteous is attainment, gardens and grapevines. These words evoke a serene vision of peace, tranquility, and fulfillment, highlighting paradise as the ultimate sanctuary where the faithful will find solace after enduring the hardships of life. The lush gardens and abundant grapevines symbolize not only physical pleasure, but also spiritual nourishment, indicating that paradise is a place where the soul finds rest and joy. The Quran reiterates that for every trial endured by the righteous, there is a corresponding reward in the hereafter, reinforcing the idea that every moment of patience and steadfastness is acknowledged and cherished by the divine. This view of cosmic balance illustrates a profound understanding of existence, where suffering is not an isolated event, but rather an integral part of a larger narrative of divine mercy and ultimate justice. It emphasizes that the perseverance of the faithful is met with unimaginable rewards, suggesting that the challenges faced in this life serve to strengthen one's character and faith. The resilience and unwavering faith of those who strive to uphold righteousness amidst adversity. A reflective exploration of suffering and salvation. The teachings of the Quran provide immense comfort and motivation to believers as they navigate the complexities of suffering. They instill a profound belief in Allah's constant presence and mercy, reminding individuals that they are never alone in their struggles. The Quran encourages believers to view their suffering as a means of purification and an opportunity for self-reflection, urging them to seek solace in prayer and remembrance of Allah. Ultimately, perseverance becomes an essential guiding principle, steering believers toward their ultimate home in paradise, while simultaneously leaving the unjust to confront the inevitable consequences of their actions. This duality serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of faith, accountability, and the transformative potential of enduring life's trials with grace and dignity. In exploring these themes, the Quran emphasizes the profound connection between justice, mercy, and the promise of eternal paradise, making the journey from suffering to salvation a deeply human experience. The righteous are called home, leaving unrighteous to burn in hell. Allah, in His infinite wisdom and justice, has a plan for humanity that encompasses both the righteous and the unrighteous. In the grand tapestry of existence, He allows the righteous to ascend to higher realms, where they are rewarded for their faith, good deeds, and adherence to His guidance. This divine selection is not arbitrary. It reflects a deeper understanding of the souls who have strived to live in accordance with His will, embodying virtues such as compassion, honesty, and integrity throughout their lives. Conversely, the unrighteous remain on earth, where they are given the opportunity to reflect on their actions and choices. This period serves as a test, a chance for them to seek redemption and repentance. The unrighteous, those who have turned away from the path of righteousness, are often engulfed in their own desires and material pursuits, leading them further away from the truth and the light of faith. They may face trials and tribulations, which serve as reminders of the consequences of their actions and the importance of returning to the righteous path. As the end of days approaches, a time foretold in various religious texts, the unrighteous will ultimately face the consequences of their choices. This period is often described as a time of reckoning, where the scales of justice will be balanced and every individual will be held accountable for their deeds. The righteous, having lived a life of virtue, will find solace and peace, while the unrighteous will confront the reality of their actions and the impact they have had not only on themselves, but on the world around them.